are you holding on to right now in your life? How many unforgiven relationships do you have right now? This is a big thing for a lot of people. Myself included, we've all experienced it where we're holding a grip on someone or something in our life and we feel like we can't let go, we can't forgive. Why is that? So, there is a thing about, the more we hold on to, the less happy we'll be. Now, I'm not a scientist, I haven't studied this or anything, but think about it in your life. The more you're holding on to, a certain conversation with somebody, or you had a falling out with somebody and you just can't let go of what happened, right? That argument or that situation or that particular person. You can't release that from your life. What does that mean? There's something about the freedom of forgiveness. Now, this is a hang up for a lot of people. Forgiveness for a lot of people is they make it about the other person. Being nice, too nice for the other person because we always want to be right? We always want to be right. But forgiveness is not necessarily about the other person, it's about you. It is about allowing yourself that freedom, okay? Allowing yourself to not always be right in your head, because when you break it down, there is no right or wrong. It's only our perception of it, what we interpret it as, okay? So, another person, that person you're arguing with or you're holding a grudge with, she probably thinks that they are right and you think that you are right. So who exactly is right? Well, you're going to say, I'm right. I have all the facts straight. Well, no, it's your interpretation of it, how you are perceiving that situation, whatever it is. So allow yourself freedom to not make letting go or forgiving somebody about the other person. Make it about you giving yourself the permission to let yourself free from that thing that you're holding on to. Because that thing that you're holding on to with somebody, say it was a past relationship or somebody did something, somebody did you wrong, and you can't let go of it because what you're doing, you're replaying the situation over and over and over in your mind. In a way, you're trying to make it right, or you're trying to logically figure out how you're going to make it right. But you can't comprehend how. And one of the best methods is to just release it, let it go. But in your brain, you're like, I can't do that because then I'm wrong. I don't want to admit defeat in my life. Do you see how that works? How our mind kind of plays out these things because we don't want to feel defeated. We don't want to feel flawed. We want to protect ourselves, so we're going to hold this grudge for a long time and we're going to fight and we're going to resist and always trying to prove our point and make ourselves be right. But ask yourself, okay, if that other person caved into me, what am I getting out of it? By me being right, what am I getting out of it? Well, the answer is you're feeding your ego. You're feeding your ego. Is that necessarily making you happy? Not necessarily. It's making your ego happy. But you, in your heart, is it really giving you freedom? Or it's you just fighting against the world all the time, always trying to prove a point to feed this guy up here? Feed your identification of self. That's not who you are, though. Who you are is a compassionate human being. So by putting the focus on freeing yourself rather than always feeding this super ego of yours, it's going to feel a lot better. It's going to make you a lot happier because you're coming from a place of, I don't need to let this person or this thing or this situation still affect me. I'm stronger than that. I'm much more powerful than that. And you are. You are much more powerful than what your ego is going to tell you. So, give yourself the freedom Give yourself permission to let things go. Things that are no longer serving you in your life. That includes people, situations, I don't know, anything. Anything that you are holding a grudge with right now. Somebody dumped you. Somebody cheated on you. You're holding a grudge. Why? Ask yourself why. Get to the deep layers of not just what your mind is telling you, oh, I need to prove things right because then I feel better about myself. It's like a self-esteem thing. But deep down, don't you want that freedom? Don't you want to just let go? What is the worst that's going to happen if you let go of that situation? It's all your perception of what's happening. So if you're telling yourself the story that if I forgive this person, if I let go of this person, then I am less than that person, then again, that's your ego separating you from that person. But at the end of the day, we're all the same thing. We're not separate from each other. It's just what we tell ourselves. We have this identification of self, me versus you. So I'm going to fight with you, so I'm better than you. This is comparison thing, this contrast, the black and white cookie. It's still a cookie. No matter how you look at it, it's still the same thing. It's still going to taste the same for the most part. It's still going to taste sweet, right? Yeah, we're all the same cookie. We're all the same cookie. So with that being said, that's all I wanted to say for today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. One thing before I go, I just wanted to mention again, I recently put out a new bundle pack. This is the Reinvent Your Reality bundle pack, which includes 2 of my newest ebooks, hot off the press. One is on releasing limiting beliefs. So these are old patterns. This applies very well to what I just talked about. Releasing old patterns, these stories that are playing in your head about how you need to always be better than somebody or you have to hold a grudge. This book will help you release that, okay? And release those fears of feeling less than. So there's that ebook. There's the other ebook is called The Mental Mind Shift Diet. So this is a holistic approach to help balance your life, okay? Physically, emotionally, mentally, and energetically. Okay, so all of these components into one. I include things like nutrition advice, exercise advice, eating with the seasons, getting your body in tune to nature, all kinds of fun stuff. So check that out. And then there's 5 self-hypnosis MP3s that I recorded and put out. Self-growth to help put new data into your computer, into your mind, so you can completely shift your life with this bundle pack. I created it from a very holistic approach, so it all works together. It's not like all these different components. There's one other bonus in there, but you'll have to check it out to see. I will put the link below. Check that out. Again, if you haven't done so, please subscribe. I put out a video every single weekday for you. And other than that, have a great day, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.